Welcome to California Traditions, and going to be working on making the forks for a saddle tree here. So I've cut a piece out of the crotch of a tree, and then just faced two sides off flat, and it doesn't matter if it's a little bit narrower here than here, just as long as you get two flat sides here. And so, it's quite all right if it's narrow here or wider there, or however it comes out. And so kind of the tools that I mostly use for that is, I'll rough it out with this frame saw, and this frame saw is kind of nice because I can use it with two hands like this, and then pull it, and that's a lot quicker and more efficient way of sawing. So I'll go ahead and then mostly rough it out with this saw, and then after I have the perimeter roughed out, well, then kind of the other tools that I'll be using are the machete here, and so I'll just use the machete for a lot of the work. And then the other chopping tool that's can be kind of handy is hand adze. And so got to tighten it up here. Hopefully that should put us back in business. And these adzes are pretty useful because they're fairly efficient, and you can tend to chop with them a lot more accurately than you can with a machete or hatchet. And then the other thing, of course, we'll be using is the gouge to gouge out the gullet, and then gouge around the neck of the horn, and and then rasps. And so with that set of tools, so should be able to get this chopped out.
You want to do any of the work, or you want to just fast forward to when it's done?
We could, I don't know, maybe fast forward.
Yeah.
Continuing to work on the forks of our saddle, or the campana, as you'd say in Spanish, which means the bell. So in English we call it forks, and in Spanish we call it campana or bell. And the forks are flared out in the front. So if you look at the saddle here, there's a big flare out, and so we'll carve that in, and so it's usually about 5.5 inches wide, and so we'll try and mark that out here. And we could use our gouge to actually.
So you're trying to accomplish like a fluted design?
Right, yeah, towards the front, it'll really flare out.
Yeah.
You know, so at the front of the forks, it's a lot wider than it is at the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And as I put the saddle together, I'll probably carve out even a little bit more, but for roughing it out initially, and then, you know, probably carve out a little bit more once I get the bars attached. And but there we are for now.